What is good, YouTube? We are back today with body bags, and it gets absolutely insane. I know I say that a lot, but this time, it gets really insane. I mean it. If you're new to my YouTube channel, go check out my body bags playlist, and if you have watched it already, let us dive in, because, like I said, it gets crazy. Jumping right into where we left off, with Clownface saving his daughter from a big explosion caused by his own ammunition. This was a sacrifice. They had to change buildings, and midway through, he realized how big this drop was going to be, and it hurt. But they were good, surprisingly. He had enough muscle mass to protect himself and his kid. Even the assailants back at the old building were like, bruh, these guys are so cool. Their captain wasn't jacking it at all. Focus, guys. They're still alive. Rain fire. And they started to shoot. The bullets came raining down like lightning in every corner from every angle. They were certainly dead, but just to be sure, they still had to confirm the kill. Radioing his boss for consent, and he gave it, because right now his boss had more things to worry about. He could have been on the jet by now, if not for these shitty body bags. But the commander reminded him, yeah, we still need to carry Volt downstairs, so forget that, and come help me with this. And so he did. And surprisingly, our heroes were not even dead. You see, they protected themselves with the metal they crashed into, with Panda still chatting shit till she notices her father was shot. Then she realized, bruh, am I really a jinx? Do I fuck up everything I try? He slapped the shit out of her like, focus. Don't think about what you're doing wrong. Think about what you can do right. These pricks are about to come in here, happy to high heaven to put us down. We have to be prepared. Thank God for the smoke. I will use the cover of the smoke and drop them one by one, which he did spectacularly. You try and get on that platform. They're definitely coming in by the steps because the elevators are shut down. Make sure nobody sees you, and if they do, well, just put them down. And she was good with putting them down. She wasn't good with low key though. By sheer luck or the will of God himself, she made it to the platform, and she waiting for the captain and the commander. They were nowhere to be seen, so she had to go higher. And when she saw them, she almost got caught. I mean, deadass, he almost saw her. But thankfully, she was quick enough to lay down flat. I mean, really, really flat. She had the shot. She had them dead to rights. All she had to do is do like her father always advised. Before you make a move, check your ammo. And she did. She had one bullet left. She tried to get some backup, but Shorty must have forgotten she was shot. They took her backup from her. She had one bullet left. And honestly, it was very hard for her not to lose her confidence. She had been messing up this whole mission, and she had one bullet left. She had to make it count. Her father, on the other hand, was going crazy in the smoke. The captain could hear his people screaming, but the boss was cool. He had a plan. He had someone he had already enlisted. Just as Clownface was about to rip off another assailant's head, the smoke cleared. What the fuck? He looks up and he sees the helicopter. You see, he was pissed off, and Clownface struck him and took half of his ear off. So he decided to work for the bad guys because they offered him an exclusive. But just to make sure, he asked, yeah, I'm going to need to know who you are before we work together. And the commander said, fine, taking off his mask and his sunglasses to reveal. He was an actor, a really, really popular actor at this point. His name was Maverick. Let's just say he's the Tom Cruise of his universe. Everyone was like, what the hell? What the hell are you doing here? I cannot believe Maverick is a terrorist, but Maverick didn't like being called a terrorist. I'm a man of humanity. I believe humanity is meant to move forward and not back, screaming at the top of his lungs that humanity are descendants of aliens, and he's going to prove it using voltage as a DNA sample. He believed he was the future, and at that second, the pure amazement that was on Panda's face disappeared. Oh my god, he is crazy. And he really was, preaching all this rubbish about controversy and the government hiding all this. But Clownface was tired of hearing his bullshit. He whipped out his big ass knife and said, fuck this and fuck you, aiming for his head. But before he could even throw, he got shot in the chest by a sniper rifle. And Panda witnessed this. She almost lost her cool till she realized he had armor on. Even the guards are like, bruh, his armor is good. Go for the head this time. At that moment, Panda realized she had to do something. Her father was about to die. She had to make a move, but she had one bullet left, and she didn't know what to use it for till she heard the reporter speak, asking for her, that she was the cause of this whole situation. He wanted to kill her himself. But he must have forgotten she's her daddy's daughter. She started running straight for him, and all the guards saw this. The sniper had him in our scope. He could have taken her out at this second, but the boss said, nah, let the boys handle it. They deserve it. Sadly, he will come to regret this because Panda had a plan. This reporter betrayed her. He had to pay. She jumped for the helicopter, but she missed, or at least he thought she missed, but she didn't. Even the helicopter pilot was like, bruh, boss, she's here underneath us with a big smile. She took the pilot out with one shot to his brain. The captain was like, bro, am I watching an action movie? My God, these guys are cool. And they really were, because now that the pilot was dead, the helicopter was spinning out of control. The reporter could not stop it. The blades went haywire. All the assailants on the ground were torn apart in seconds. The only way Clownface got out of the way is because he was quicker. Even he had to admit, my God, she's pretty smart. The helicopter was not done causing damage. He headed straight for the commander and the captain, and it blew up spectacularly. They were squashed in seconds, and our girl Panda just watched in amazement. Awesome. And it really was awesome, till she got slapped at the back of her head. Bruh, you cannot do nothing low-key, can you? She was so pissed off, she said, you're lucky I only had one bullet left. I would have put bullets in your brain. She started clicking the gun like, bruh, test me and find out, test me. He didn't want to admit it, but he was proud. That is until he noticed something sparkling in the distance. It was the corpse of Voltage. It was still alive. And sadly, he was laying down on something really fucking important. Panda must have realized it too, because she asked her father, Dad, is that Voltage? He said yes. And, Dad, is he laying on our bag of ammunition, C4, and weaponry? He said, yup. She asked again, should we still be standing here, or should we be running? This time, the big man didn't even need to respond. He grabbed her like a sack as Voltage gave a pulse of pure energy, lighting up the C4, the ammunition, and all the weapons. All of them went off at the same time, and the explosion was insane. They could have died, but we know they survived because he is Clownface and she is Panda, and they have a fucking grappling hook. I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I want to give a quick shout out to 12 Gauge Comics. They drop some real heat. Go check them out. Peace and love.